Is CM Punk going to return at Survivor Series in Chicago? I am 99.999% sure he won't. See, the WWE keeps teasing it a little bit. Not really, but there's some. I've seen some people bring up some coincidences or some metaphors where you could see CM Punk being teased. Why would the WWE do this if he wasn't showing up? Well, they've done it for the last decade. They've done this every time they were going to Chicago. Maybe not this much, because if you're the WWE, it makes business sense. You want to get people watching your shows. You want to get people talking about what could happen at your event. That's pro wrestling. It's business. So it's not to have some big payoff. Because think about it. If CM Punk was to return, do you really think they're going to go, yeah, 2 weeks ago we dropped this little hint, so now this is a big payoff? There is no payoff to little hints. Little hints don't pay off like that. So it makes business sense for the WWE to keep dropping hints or dropping subtle clues. But don't, because when if CM Punk's not delivered, they can go, you never said he was coming. So they don't have to answer to anything either. So it's completely logical, because I know there's some people out there that say, well, if CM Punk was if he was returning, why if he wasn't returning, then why would there be all these mentions? Well, that's why. Also in the news, Gunther. Just before I get to Gunther, I just want to say, if CM Punk does return, that would be a true shock, and it would be great. It would be great, because then I'd be shocked, and then maybe we could say these teases did, but I don't think it'll happen. I'm 99.9% sure it won't. But that's me. I'm not the be-all, end-all in the wrestling business, and certainly not. And Gunther is in the news as well for what he said about the Warrior, not calling him a pro wrestler. Well, the first search of pro wrestling I come across says it's a form of theater that revolves around mock combat performed in a squared ring, with the premise being that performers are competitive wrestlers. The storylines are typically based on interpersonal conflicts between good-natured faces and villainous heels. The ring is the main stage, where additional scenes may be produced for television, backstage areas of the venue, and it's forced similar to reality television. So that definition of pro wrestling, I don't see where the Ultimate Warrior doesn't fit as one of these villainous heels or revived baby faces. He was a character. The reason this bothers me is because the Ultimate Warrior had what wrestlers today don't have. He had charisma. He had, even if you didn't know what he was saying, he had the ability to cut a promo and had you engaged. He had intensity. He had the look. He had the music, the gimmick, the personality. He had you wanting, if you saw the Ultimate Warrior in the airport, you would lose your shit. Now, how would you feel if you saw Johnny Gargano at the airport? No disrespect to Johnny Gargano, but do you see the difference? Do you see the one guy looks like me? Like, one guy looks like me, and the other guy is the Ultimate Warrior. So it's not just the look, though. It's the presentation, and it's the larger than life appeal. I think it's disrespectful. I can see what Gunther is saying. He's not the first technical expert to bash the Warrior. Chris Benoit has on Off the Record and TSN show in 2004. Bret Hart's made jokes about the Ultimate Warrior over the years. I just think people that are great technical wrestlers have such an appreciation for technical wrestling that they can't look past that repertoire. They can't look past that intangible. And anyone that doesn't have it isn't a pro wrestler. So I think that's what he was saying in the grand spectrum. Anyways, those are the big two stories floating around right now. I don't want to make this video too long, but I just want to say I'm Brett Mix. Hit like and subscribe, because I do history of wrestling videos every day, and I certainly stick up to date with Raw and SmackDown and the PLE events. including Survivor Series next week. So if you did subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm Brett Mix, and I'm out.